Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, your time. Welcome to News in Details TV. Welcome our new members to the old ones. We love you guys. As you're supporting us, may the Lord support you in everything you lay your hands. Amen to the News in Details. Do us a favor if you haven't hit that red button that says subscribe and turn your bell on. The SS you get to know when we upload new video. Guys, there are some things that you need to hear yourself. I want us to listen carefully. Please share out this video. Follow us. Please watch.
When the life we lead conflicts with the constitutional provisions, tension is noted. For example, what do we mean? If an election is organized in a fraudulent manner and result declared not in concert with the expectations of the people, there is a wide gulf between constitutional order and practice. This is what happened with the Arab Spring. Virtually all the countries of the Arab Spring had constitutions, had parliament. They make laws. But when there is a gulf between the laws you make and the way the laws are implemented, and that gulf becomes wide by the day, people could decide to seek self-help. We wish that this democratic process does not end up at the level of self-help. For now, the key gladiators have been measured and restrained, those who feel hurt and injured by the result INEC declared after the 25th February presidential election. Atiku Abubakar of PDP is well restrained. He's gone to court. His deputy, Governor Kowa, is well restrained. He's gone to court. PJB is well restrained. With that time, well restrained. In spite of that, is very tough words. That's why they're seeking the judicial process for adjudication. So for anybody, either in government or out of government, to talk about fascism or fascistic behavior or insurrectional behavior or treasonable behavior is sorely unbecoming and completely irresponsible at this stage. The country is hurting and people are hurting. What it needs is an assurance from the powers that be, the government of the day, that justice will be secured. That's why the courts are there. What it needs from INEC is to pick itself up from the tattered dignity, of its broken life, and they begin to think about what could have happened if we had done things in a different form. When you cast aspersions on people, you do not know the consequences of those aspersions they cast on them. I speak with a sense of responsibility. In 2011, Lai Mohammed is part of APC. 2011, our dear president, and I respect the institution of the presidency, and I respect the person of the president, they didn't behave properly. The dogs and baboons were caught up in blood. Hundreds of core members, youth corpers, young, vibrant boys and girls serving this country were cut down in the prime of their life. Thousands of houses were razed across the north because they felt injured by the result of that 2011 election. And millions poured out in the street. Atiku hasn't done so, and neither has Obi done so. So for a government functionary like Lai Mohammed to speak about treason in faraway America is irresponsible. And for a revived W0RNG, the Nobel laureate, we all respect him as a sage, as Kongi, to descend into the fray, having lost his moral compass in this particular circumstance, is equally very shocking for people like us who hold him in high esteem. So as we await the adjudicatory processes unleashed by the judiciary from the tribunal to the Supreme Court, the debate must be robust. The engagement must be keen. Look at Paris. That's a doyen of European civilization. For months caught up in only cycles of violence and petitions and protests and marches. That's the beauty of democracy. You can't shut down conversation.
Yes, my name is Barrister Kasmia Uchenabo. I'm the chairman Enugu State Labour Party. Well, what is happening here is very unfortunate because Labour Party is a party of rule of law. And our principal, P2B, has maintained that we must be guided by the constitutional provisions of this land and the rules of the party. And it is very unfortunate that those who have run this party for some years are doing acts of brigandage and criminality in terms of enforcing their own rights. You cannot take law into your hands. The provision of the law is very clear. And the mechanism of resolution of conflicts in party is very clear. In our constitution, you have to exhaust that mechanism before going to court. And if we went to court, obtained an order, and we came back to enforce the order by ourselves. It is really very unfortunate because there are frivolous provisions of the act. What I'm saying in effect is this: they went to court on ex parte motion, and in the ex parte motion they mixed criminality with civil proceedings, civil process, and the judge the court that gave them that order erred in law because there are a plethora of cases by Supreme Court that once you have element of criminality in any motion, you must put the other party in motion on notice. so that he'll be heard. You cannot kill a man. You cannot shave a man's head in his absence. And they have done this to this party. And we are saying, we are referring to a party in particular in this country that is known by act of criminality and brigandage, and that is APC. APC should leave Labour Party alone. We won an election in this country fair and square by Peter Obi. And we have abided by the rule of law. We went to court to challenge it. They should allow the court process to finish. What they are doing is to enforce their men, their machineries on Labour Party. And it's all Labour Party nationwide, and with all the case in court. And Labour Party will say no to that act of criminality. So on this note, we are saying Julius Abure is the authentic chairman of Labour Party in Nigeria. And there's nobody except NEC that can remove Julius Abure. What they have done is punishable by law. And Labour Party will take it up from there to write the police to investigate the matter, because it's out of criminality to invade a party secretariat and destroy properties.
Are you saying that APC has compromised some of your members?
Yes, APC has done that. Let me say this. During election, after election, or during election, they went to Rivers State.
Who?
The Favor went to Rivers State, who is the South chairman of the party, Ruben Favor, and collected money from Williams and Wike to disenfranchise our members in Rivers State. You know what happened in Rivers State? They did election in Rivers State, which we won. And Arabambi, who is national secretary of the party, who came to Enugu, my state, then public secretary, who came to Enugu to enforce a candidate on me, failed when we went to Supreme Court and won them. He has been suspended by the party. And we are saying this right clear here, that any person that is doing anything to make sure that Labour Party doesn't regain their mandate given to them freely by Nigerian people is wasting his time, because it must be done free and fair. Thank you, and God bless everybody. My name is Kasmia Uchenabo.
Thank you.
Guys, I hope you guys heard it. For those people that are still accusing Peter Obi of inciting everyone in Nigeria, of trying to cause treason or whatever is being called, you could hear from the horse's mouth that they have done nothing wrong compared to even what happened in 2011. But he had followed the due process. Is it not good you call a spade a spade? This man has gone through the right path, which is the court. Why not allow the court to decide? Why trying to shut them up? It is not done. Allow the court to decide. These are my thoughts. Please let me know of yours in the comment section. Do not forget to like and share out for us. What are your thoughts? Guys, and remember, the essence of you guys liking our videos, this helps YouTube to recommend it. Please, and follow us. Thank you guys. Bye guys.